High in the quiet mountains of Arumbira, where clouds floated like soft cotton and the wind carried the scent of pine, lived an old lantern maker named Asha. Her home was a small wooden cottage tucked beside a clear river. She had no riches, no children, and no grand possessions. But she had something rare, a calmness that made everyone feel at peace. Every evening, people from the village would see a soft orange glow coming from her cottage. They believed her lanterns were magical because whoever carried one felt lighter, as if their worries faded. But Asha had lived alone for decades. Her husband had long passed, and she chose a quiet life, making lanterns and offering smiles to strangers. Despite her simple life, she was always seen humming, smiling, and collecting fallen flowers. Children often whispered, "Why is she always happy when she has so little?" But no one knew her secret. One cold evening, as fog filled the valley, a stranger in a dark blue cloak arrived. His footsteps didn't make a sound. His eyes held the heaviness of someone who had seen too much of the world. He stopped in front of Asha's cottage and watched her work, her hands moving softly as she shaped bamboo and paper into a lantern. "Are you Asha, the lantern maker?" his deep voice asked. She looked up with a warm smile. "Yes, traveler. How may I help you?" "I've come with a question," he said. Asha poured him tea and they sat near the riverbank, listening to the gentle flow of water. The traveler finally spoke. "Everyone in this village says you're the happiest person they know, yet you live alone, with no riches, no comforts, and no family. How?" Asha chuckled softly. "Happiness isn't something we wait to receive, it's something we carry." The traveler remained unconvinced. He had traveled the world, seen suffering, and met kings and beggars alike. To him, happiness was tied to gain, wealth, youth, beauty, success. So he said, "Let me test your belief." He waved his hand, and suddenly, three glowing lanterns appeared on the ground in front of them. A golden lantern, shining like the sun, a crystal lantern, sparkling with reflections, a cracked clay lantern, dull and barely holding its shape. "These lanterns each hold a future you may choose," the traveler said. Asha looked at them with gentle curiosity. The traveler pointed to the golden lantern. "Inside this lantern lies unlimited wealth, gold, jewels, and the life of a queen." Then he pointed to the crystal lantern. "This lantern restores youth, beauty, and admiration. You will be loved, praised, and remembered for generations." Finally, he pointed to the cracked clay lantern. "This lantern holds nothing, only emptiness." Asha closed her eyes for a moment, listening to the river, the wind through the trees, and the faint chirping of crickets. The traveler watched her carefully, expecting excitement or hesitation, but Asha simply smiled. Without a moment's doubt, she walked to the cracked clay lantern and placed her palm gently on it. "I choose this one." The traveler frowned. "You choose the one with nothing?" Asha nodded calmly. "Yes." He waved his hand, and the lantern opened. Inside was exactly what he promised. Nothing. Just darkness. Just silence. With a flick of his wrist, he opened the golden lantern. Inside it shimmered mountains of treasure. Gold coins, ruby bracelets, rings. "Why reject this?" he asked. Asha answered, "Gold is heavy. It weighs the heart down. I need my hands free to help others." He opened the crystal lantern next. A vision appeared. Asha as a young woman, radiant and admired, surrounded by people praising her. "Why not this?" he asked softly. Asha touched the vision gently. "The world admired my youth once, but admiration is borrowed. It doesn't stay. Peace stays." For the first time, the traveler's stern eyes softened. The traveler inhaled deeply. You are the first person who has chosen emptiness without fear. Asha replied, emptiness is not the enemy. Wanting too much is. He bowed his head slightly. Then you have taught me something tonight. Happiness is not found in the lanterns we gather, but in the light we carry inside. And as he disappeared into the mist, Asha picked up the cracked clay lantern. Though it held nothing, when she lit it, it glowed brighter than all the others, because it was filled with her own light.